Are we recording already or no?
You know that's not part of the. That's not how this goes.
Okay.
That's exactly how we started.
Well, this
Like,
is
in the
how
very beginning.
this episode should start. Like, welcome back to the Full Beans podcast. We've been gone for a while, and there's a very good reason for that.
Aliens.
Besides that,
I mean, what do you mean? That's aliens.
no, I was gonna say we haven't been on.
Last
yet.
time we recorded, aliens were a myth.
Oh, they were, huh?
Now they're a reality.
No, well, yeah. No, now there's a physical
That's what I'm saying.
specimen.
It's a reality.
Here, you talk about that topic. Give me the details on that.
I don't know the details. I just know our paisanos down there said that they got some aliens.
So the pinche mexicanos came out.
You know what the thing is though? Who cares? It's old aliens. It's not like it's new alien. Like it's not gonna change us at all because it's like an old. So if we take what they're saying for truth, it's like a fossilized.
It's like if they found a dinosaur or some shit, right?
Yeah, what do I care?
What's the difference?
It's not affecting me now.
I guess the question is now.
It's like, do dinosaurs have feathers or not? What? Oh, I don't care. They're still dinosaurs. It doesn't affect me now.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
cool.
if they said, "Yo, we found an alien yesterday and he was alive," then I'm like, okay.
Oh, okay.
Now we're
cooking.
Yeah, now we're playing with fire.
Yeah,
A dead alien from 1,000 years ago. What does it matter?
mummified. Like,
Fossilized.
you know what's crazy though? It looks like it literally looks like an alien, like from the movies and
Which
stuff.
is obviously doesn't bode well for that, unless the people who made the movies knew
That's what I'm saying.
that the alien
dude.
looked like that.
Yeah,
Maybe they had some inside information.
I think this whole Matrix thing, like, it's real, dude. It's freaking real. They're training us little by little, giving us little, like they like prepare us, just soothe us in there. So when the real alien comes,
Okay.
we're not all freaking out.
We're ready.
We're ready. We're like, okay, yeah, whatever.
Okay.
So it's like everything has a plan, everything has an agenda, and they're all preparing us
Okay, I see
for when the aliens come,
I see
for
that.
when the monsters come, or whatever.
Yeah. Frankie, what do you
That's
think
my
about the
theory.
alien?
Did you see the alien?
Yeah, I've seen quite a few pictures. I haven't seen any videos on it, but yeah, I think it looks weird.
It said it had eggs inside. That's so weird, huh?
Did it really?
Yeah, but the guy who found those aliens, or I don't know, showing those aliens right now, he had revealed aliens before, and he was debunked. So it's kind of like,
So maybe he like created this whole thing just to like make it seem like it was real, especially with all the hype going on with aliens at the moment, where like all the military forces are
releasing pictures and stuff like that.
Well,
That the U.S. government is releasing pictures.
Yeah, like, but nothing actually like confirming, like no actual physical bodies. So they're showing like weird artifacts on video and pictures, but not showing actual like aircraft.
At the end of the day,
aliens.
somebody is getting a bag off this stupid alien. I bet you this all comes down to like someone getting like a bag of somewhat on this alien talk.
I don't even know if I'm allowed to talk about aliens.
Oh yeah, you're probably like
I don't even know.
Yeah, you're probably gonna start investigating you. They're like,
thinking,
maybe I
hey,
should,
wait,
maybe.
we
How
didn't give
much
him
does he know?
access to it.
Yeah.
Like, how does he know?
I don't know if I should be talking about this.
I mean, there's technically that one part that we were discussing earlier, where it was like
Off camera.
off the record.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, speaking about aliens, the alien in F1 finally lost. The one that's out of this world finally took an L.
So he's actually human.
Maybe, or maybe that's just what he
He probably planned to
yeah.
lose.
Yeah.
Because they were thinking, this human can't be winning every single race like this, or dominating every
Part
single
of
race.
the storyline.
Yeah,
So this is Full Beans, and we're back.
we're back
Yeah.
to
Unplanned hiatus. Anyways, so we decided to come back to a special race for us. I was reminded earlier today by Bean 2 over here.
that this was the first race that we recorded
our first test episode.
Test run.
Yeah, which
with
did not go well.
It's not on air. It's actually pretty hilarious, to be honest.
Well, maybe we'll put
we
some.
gotta upload it,
We'll
like-
put some cuts from it.
Once we get 100,000 subscribers, we'll upload the entire episode. So make sure you're
if we
subscribing.
get 100 likes on this video, we'll put it up. I feel like that's kind of it's reasonable, whatever. But that video is hilarious, dude. That
It's
video is
funny. It's funny.
Yeah, but this one is the first test run last year, and because our man won last year,
Yeah.
and then
King Choker.
we came into this Grand Prix looking like he was good. He was back, Checo.
Sure.
It looked like he was getting back from Monza.
Okay.
So when we get into like FP1, FP2,
The Red Bulls decided to poop it out.
well, so what happened there? Like, qualifying was the true shower that I don't know what was going on there. That something was totally wrong. They had brought upgrades to the car, but supposedly that it wasn't gonna make that much of a difference on them.
I don't know, but I was happy.
It was
Look,
it was all for
as much
a good
as
cause.
much as I love Checo. If he's not fighting for the wins, take them, both of them.
Take them both out.
Yeah. And look what we get. We get an exciting last 20 laps.
Yeah,
First half of the race was a little snooze fest.
it was.
The first couple laps were interesting. Then it went to like a snooze fest,
Mm-hmm.
and then we got good racing afterwards.
It's like a typical kind of F1 race, just waiting to see what everybody else is gonna do
Yeah,
and pull the trigger, and then you react on them. You know.
yeah. So what do you think of Hamilton doing the exact same thing that he's done on this track before?
What do you mean?
When he takes turn, when he just
Oh
cuts
my
turn,
God,
turn
dude.
two again, and then
I feel like now it's planned, dude. Like he knows he's gonna gain. Like he might gain a opportunity.
the thing is, it screwed both Russell and Norris.
it did.
Because by then the Ferraris, by the time he gave both positions back, I think there was like a second and like a half gap to Leclerc.
It's just too often and too strategic that it always works to his advantage. You know,
I saw it and I go,
or it hurts
I
someone
literally
else.
rolled my eyes. I'm like, this is the same thing we've seen from him
It's-
over and over again.
It's funny how he doesn't really attempt to make that corner, and he just goes.
No,
straight,
that's what
you know?
Norris said. He goes like, he might have been ahead of me, but it's only because he never planned to brake there.
Mm-hmm.
Like he may have been ahead of me going into the turn, but it's only because he knew he was gonna not take that, not attempt the turn.
Honestly, I was expecting a big crash on that first turn.
And it was hectic.
Yeah, but it was in
It was just Hamilton up to his old shenanigans.
Yeah. And then after that, you said it starts to like turn to a snooze fest.
Yeah, it was a
huh?
little bit of snooze fest. I actually fell asleep.
What's it called? Yuki crashed into Checo. Did you see that?
Yeah, Checo was a bit of a
Naughty boy?
Yeah, he was a bit of a wrecking ball today.
Yeah,
He was at the Singapore demolition derby.
Yeah, he was.
That's what he was doing today. It was interesting.
I can't believe like Yuki went on and out that easily just with that puncture. I feel like he could have made it back to the pits, but oh well.
Yes, I don't know.
2 races now. Yuki can't even get 1 lap done.
It sucks because we got this man who's taking F1 kind of by storm.
Mm-hmm.
Lawson,
Yeah,
given the chance due to
Ricardo's
Rick's
injury.
broken hand.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's kind of giving. I mean, I think he's really giving AlphaTauri something to think about.
I think so.
Because why would you give Ricardo back the seat?
It doesn't make sense if what's Red Bull always when they plant someone in the AlphaTauri it's for like
It's for development.
long term, yeah, you know.
It's for development to push him up to Red Bull. So why would you give Ricardo back the seat?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me.
I don't know if there's. I don't know. I don't know why.
Is
they
there
would
just
even
lost
see.
love there that they just can't? They can't.
I mean,
can't get rid of Ricardo, or they can't.
I don't know. I don't see why you give Ricardo. As much as I love Ricardo, I don't know why you give him back the seat.
Yeah, but Lawson is he got his first F1 points.
He got 2 points today, and that puts him above Sargent and De Vries, who had way more races.
That's crazy.
Sargent's been there the whole season.
Yeah.
in a quick Williams.
Yeah. If anything, up to the par of that AlphaTauri, or even better. You know what I'm saying? So Sargent has had the chance to score points before,
Yeah.
but just doesn't take them.
What do you think of the starting grid?
With Strom performed some science. Now Science is getting more comfortable with that Ferrari.
Is he the man?
I
Is he Ferrari's man going forward?
I think I don't
Leclerc,
know, man.
Leclerc has
Before-
had a solid shot at it,
He has.
and
He's choked.
he's choked.
He's choked.
I'm stupid. I'm stupid.
And then the big scream and the
Oh
at the
yeah,
front.
and in France,
Yeah. No.
he's got some good audio clips.
Yeah.
Is the Sainz their man now?
Man.
Double pole?
Double pull. And
Double pull.
he's always been so strategic, like in the race that he showed this race, and he's always been so smart.
Well, let's get there a little later.
Okay.
Because I think that's gonna be the chunk of our episode today.
I was surprised, honestly. Russell was kind of up there. I thought it was gonna be Sainz, Leclerc, and then Norris just always shows up like.
Yeah,
up to the
Piastri
front.
got really unlucky.
Yeah,
I think he would have been
Piastri,
up in the battle if it wasn't for the red
huge-
flag.
Yeah, with that huge crash, that was
Yeah.
a huge crash.
Yeah, I mean, luckily he was all right. You know,
Yeah.
it was interesting seeing, and you always hear this when they're about to. If you watch the video in slow motion, you see Stroll like he's holding the wheel, right, and literally a second before impact, you see him let go and then just tuck his hands.
Oh, okay.
And like I was so impressed at the speed at which he's trying to control, and right when he knows he's gonna hit, he tucks the hand so he doesn't hurt his hands.
Oh, so he doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, so he doesn't get injured.
Also, the wheel, it starts
start
whipping
going
all
crazy.
over the place. So like, and then you see it a lot, but when they crash, they like tuck their hands. I don't know why this one I was able to see it really clear. Him like controlling and then just tucking the hands and just getting hit. Like, how do you feel when you're about to hit the wall at that speed?
Damn, I don't know.
Do you think
dude.
like, oh, this is it, I'm dead?
I don't know, because they're so used to that.
They're so
like,
used to it, right?
that
They're so
speed,
desensitized to like hitting the wall at that speed. I mean, that was still pretty bad, even for their standard. But like, how do you like? That's crazy. Just like, all right, well, let me just take this hit.
Because just think about that. Like when you see like a freeway crash, and that's like 60 miles per hour. That's
When you're
a big
driving
crash.
and the car in front of you brakes, and you're like, oh crap, and you step on the brakes, like you're scared.
Yeah.
Imagine just
Going over 100.
and just taking in the wall.
Yeah, I mean, like probably for F1 drivers, everyone like it's probably the equivalent of like getting into a 60 mile per hour crash on the freeway.
I wonder how much like whiplash or like their body gets hurt because they're like so like snuggled into that seat, you know?
They are pretty tight on there, but if you're considering like the cross like belt that's on them, like they probably get a lot of like like a bruise.
chest.
They get probably
Bruised
get like
up,
an X
bruised
bruise there, and then on the
I mean, their
really
head
deep
is
belted seat.
still free to move. Like
Yeah.
But I mean,
they have
that's
that
also,
thing though.
yeah, but you
It's
still have mobility.
Yeah, they still absorb a little.
Well, that's also why like their neck muscles are like insanely like
Yeah, they got strong. Their neck game strong.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's like their number one like workouts. But I mean, it makes sense. They have to deal with all those G forces, but not be like far back. They're holding their head, so I would probably like when they get hit, like this shaking stuff isn't really like too bothering to them.
Well, thankfully, he seems to be all right.
Yeah.
He missed the race, but I think he's all right.
Yeah, he'll be back. What's it called? Haas
Haas,
like
once again.
always, dude.
Once again, gives us some hope on quali, and then goes to absolute crap in the race.
Damn, man, every
Two
time.
Haas in the top 10.
Yeah, two top.
Q3,
the top 10.
two Haas.
And I like
Again.
Haas, dude. I like Haas because
It's our home team.
Yeah, and it hits a little bit to home because since we kind of like
We've worked on
On
Haas.
the work.
We've grown up in our engineering careers with Haas.
And they just
it's funny how Haas and they're like the machine world, they're the top of the line. Haas is the shit, and then they get to F1 and it's like, bro, you're lucky if you
maybe
even
you know
score
what's
points.
the issue? They don't have us on their payroll.
Oh yeah,
I think that's the issue.
once they get on there, stop scoring. They start going up to the
Yeah, they don't
Top
have
fives.
They haven't hired us, bro.
Oh yeah, once they bring us in, I'm pretty sure
Gene.
the Red Bull will finally have a
Gene.
Gene,
Gunther.
Gunther.
Gunther, Gene, come on, get on it. I think you can. We got a link somewhere you can message us on.
Yeah. But I think those are the rest is kind of like just normal. Oh, besides the Red Bulls,
the Red Bulls
Verstappen
being
and
knocked out.
Perez.
Yeah,
It was cool to see that Lawson knocked out Verstappen on that
by
Q2.
like what? By it was like less than a 100th or something.
Yeah.
It was right. Yeah, it was interesting to see them both. I think the last time, if I heard correctly, the last time that both Red Bulls didn't make it into, there was a Q3 without one Red Bull in it, was like 2008 or something.
Yeah. Oh, 2008?
Yeah.
Oh,
With
shit.
both Red Bulls.
I heard it was
Or was it 2018?
yeah.
Were they even around 2008?
I don't know.
I don't know if they were around yet.
What's it called? I heard it was in Russia of 2000.
Maybe it was 18.
Yeah, 18.
It makes more sense.
That one with Norris, and he was about to win, and then the rain came.
Idiot.
Yeah.
That was a lack of
So I didn't know.
experience.
So talking about the rain, I didn't know that in Singapore it rained a lot, and then it was so humid there. You saw all the ice baths they were taking and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's very humid over there.
That's crazy. I hate the humidity. Like I could just
No, it's humid here right now.
yeah, but it's nowhere close to the one over there.
no.
And then imagine driving in the F1 car with that suit on, no AC at all.
They got the wind.
Yeah, but with that suit, how much is that gonna cool them down? It's not gonna cool them down anything, dude.
Yeah, that thing's padded as fuck, and then
Yeah.
you have your helmet that your face doesn't get any kind of Like,
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
they wear that like dry ice.
I mean, they
like
take
chesting,
precautions.
no?
By the way, it's hot.
Yeah. Well,
All
whatever.
right, I guess we get back to the race.
Snooze fest
So the safety car comes out, kind of just really screwed Leclerc.
and the Red Bulls.
Yeah, but the Red Bulls weren't going to do anything anyways.
Well, they were going to go long on the hards because everybody
Yeah.
had mediums,
Yeah,
and then
but
they had hards.
I don't know how much that would have helped them. Considering I don't think they had the pace they thought they did on the hards.
Leclerc just got screwed because of the Mercedes pitting, and he had to be held up.
Yeah. But I don't know. People were like, everyone was asking Sainz and like, oh, do you like how like if he was appreciative that Ferrari decided to sacrifice Leclerc? I was like, I don't think at once they were like, all right, we're just gonna use Leclerc as a bumper and that's it.
Yeah, no, I don't think
I
so.
don't think that was ever the plan. And I think he just got unlucky on that.
What did they mean when they said like, oh, we're going to sacrifice Leclerc for?
Well, like
for
they're just
Sainz?
going to use him as a stopgap. Like they're just going to put him in the way of everyone, and like who cares what happens to his race? Like they weren't fighting for like let's not keep a 1-2. Let's just do whatever it takes to let Sainz run off into the distance, and have Leclerc just be his bodyguard.
And that's so weird to hear from Ferrari. Like
Well,
when I heard that, I was just like, what?
But they didn't.
They
I don't-
didn't. Yeah,
no,
they
that's what I'm
didn't.
saying. Like, I don't
Okay.
think that was the plan. It maybe kind of worked out that way, but I don't think that was the plan.
Mm-hmm.
Because first off, that seems like too much of a decision. They're not good at making decisions like that. So
Yeah.
I don't think they're capable of making such a hard cut decision like that.
It was smart of Ferrari though. Then they did do this good where they told like Leclerc and Sainz to not go to drive into the distance so they wouldn't spread the field up so much, because something that I learned about this race is that if the field is really spread out, then that creates options for other teams to do different strategies and get the upper hand on the people in front of them, And since they were backing up the field so much, the other teams couldn't do anything, because if they pit or they did something different than the leaders, they were going to drop down all the way 18th to 18th or last place. And especially because this track is so hard to overtake, they weren't going to be able to do anything from all the way back there. They were just going to be stuck like they were if they were in 10th or 11th or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think Ferrari were smart on doing that, holding up the pack from the beginning, because that's what it seemed like from the very beginning that they did, and throughout the whole race that they did.
I think it seemed like they had a plan, and they were
What I'm saying
had
is
already
Ferrari
set a
did
plan.
a good plan.
Yeah,
good
for,
plan.
for once.
Good plan. They did.
They're clearly not there yet to get a 1-2,
Yeah.
but they got to win.
Yeah, they gotta win. And they broke the Verstappen Red Bull dominance. So
Yeah.
and I think that's a double win, honestly, right there.
Well, I mean,
their standings are obviously way above everyone. Even if like Sainz like still won every single lap, like Verstappen is still number one.
yeah.
I mean, we'll just have to see.
yeah, on the overall table, yeah, Verstappen, he's gonna win within the next couple races. He's gonna win the title. Red Bull's gonna go home with the constructors' championship, and then we're just gonna be fighting for pride at that point.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was made for a really interesting race. You know, at the end, we had 4 cars battling for the top 3 spots.
Yeah.
That's when we get to see Sainz really use, you know, tactical.
His head.
Yeah, he was using his head. He wasn't, which was really impressive. Honestly, you feel like someone who's not in his. I mean, obviously he's grown up winning. Obviously, you don't get here without, you know, having a history of winning. But when was the last time he was in that kind of position where he's like, I got to decide, you know, how to manage this race from first place?
Yeah, because Ferrari's not doing that for you.
Yeah, well, but that's the thing, though.
They'll mess you up, dude.
I feel like he's gone to know that. So then he, like when they were like, when he's like, okay, tell me the gap to Norris. And they're like, oh, it's 0.8. And he's like, yeah, I know. And like, that was on purpose.
Yeah.
Like it was funny that he was like, yeah, I know. That's perfect. That's exactly where I want him.
Ferrari were probably like that dog. You know that dog and all everything's like on fire, or is that thing that's
Oh yeah, the meme dog.
The meme,
The meme dog.
This is okay.
And Sainz is the one just chilling there, like chill, okay? I know what I'm doing here and stuff like that.
It was like he was a second and a half. What happened?
Yeah.
Which so interesting. That was like, I don't know. Like I'm saying, like I was really impressed. He goes, all right, I'm gonna have Norris, you know, help me out. Carlando unite once again. And use him as kind of a buffer, but also bring him along. You know,
Yeah.
it was interesting to be.
I think it just kind of worked out like that. That it was Lando there. Maybe it would have been.
I mean, I think whoever was there would have.
He would have done the same
He
thing.
would have done the same because it was the best option.
Yeah, true.
It was the best option because then, okay, if you run off into the distance, then you're just praying and hoping that they don't catch you in time, which they would have.
Yeah, they would have. Yeah.
Like if he goes, all right, I'm pedal to the metal. I'm just gonna try to get as far away from them as possible.
Yeah, because then Norris would have just been a sitting duck,
Yeah, Norris would have been the sitting duck.
and he would have just gotten overtaken really easily.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like you're just hoping that they don't catch up to you in time.
Yeah.
To have an opportunity to overtake in the race, and I think, I don't know. I was really impressed. I really liked the move. I thought it was really smart. It was kind of ballsy.
It was, yeah.
Because obviously something could go wrong, and then you eat into your lead. I don't know. I was really impressed. I really liked the finish of the race. I thought it was a really interesting race, and Hamilton got lucky to get onto the podium.
So when I think of this, when he says, when he's thinking of, when he came up with this strategy, okay, I'm gonna get Norris DRS,
Carlos.
Carlos.
I'm saying when Carlos thought about this.
Yeah, when Carlos thought about this,
Okay.
getting Norris DRS zone. Is this like a one lap thought or something? Because when he's racing, is not full concentrating, or is he running scenarios through his head? Or
Well, I mean, he left Norris at one point, and then he dropped back into Norris.
so you think during that time that he's just chilling up in front, like
I think he's just managing. He's like, all right, I'm just gonna stay.
Well, what I'm saying is like they have to be focused on the track, you know. So are they just like,
Yeah, but you're not giving it full beans.
okay, so that's my point. So at that point,
Name
they're just
drop.
they're giving it like 70-80% of what they really can.
Well, yeah,
And then they're just running those scenarios to him. Okay, if I get Norris within 0.8, it's going to give me a better chance that if I leave.
well, he knows that Norris has a chance of battling,
Okay, gotcha.
and then with Norris battling, obviously that's not good for the Mercedes.
I'm just referencing, back to me, but when you're using the game, you know, when you're driving the game.
Yeah, but you're driving the game. You don't have to be giving 100% every lap.
I know.
And you shouldn't be, because then you're gonna waste your car, your tires.
Yeah, but even when you're just spaced out for a second, Like you freaking spin out on a
Okay,
turn
but
or
how
anything.
long have these guys been doing this?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what
You
I'm
and
going
I
back
have
to.
sim race for how many hours do you think they have?
Yeah, they
of
have
racing.
A lot. They have a lot. They have a lot.
It was a good end to the race. I thought it was, and it shows when we don't have a team that's dominating, they can have really good competitive races.
Yeah, exactly. On a track where there's not a lot of overtaking.
Yeah, there's not a lot.
So that's even more brownie points for that. That if we have a team that does not dominate, F1 can be as entertaining as any other sport. Or even
Reverse
better.
grids.
Reverse grids?
No. You know what?
No, because they just go through.
No, not reverse grids. We start handicapping.
Handicapping?
Yeah.
Oh my god! So then now the best drivers are not even gonna try 100%.
Well, no, but that's why you gotta
finesse it out?
Yeah, you gotta do it. Maybe we take a wheel off of one of them.
No,
Maybe we take the tires off and they're just on rims.
maybe we put them on wood wheels. You know?
Was this LS SWAT like their cars? Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we take them off a front wing, or we take them off
Front
a rear
wing,
wing. You know?
Or we attach an anchor like to the back.
Yeah.
We
To, like,
eye
sound
patch.
Yeah. there
One
you
eye.
go.
Depth perception screwed. It's straight into the wall.
Tie their hands to the steering wheel.
They're facing backwards, but they have to use the mirror so they can see forward. So they go back.
I don't know, man. It was a good race without the Red Bulls.
It was.
Fighting
It was a good race.
I mean, even then they came through the field a little bit.
They did. But not as... Oh, but you saw when they were very vulnerable when they got on that safety car. And they were on the used hards.
Yeah,
and
but that's
they
what I'm
were
saying. I think
overtaken.
that's what I was saying. I don't think, because you know how it was like you were saying earlier that they got screwed by the safety car. I just don't think they had the pace on the hards, because it's not like they were moving through the field prior to the safety car. I mean, they were moving, but not like at the pace at which you would expect. At least Verstappen was. A freaking Czech always does that. Doesn't do anything.
Yeah. Do you think this is just a one-off race for them, or you think they're going to come back to Japan? Because they said it's the exact same car they've always raced with. They didn't really do anything to it.
I think it was a one-off. I don't. I hope it's not. I hope we see this, because I mean, who cares? Like, they already won. Okay, like,
Yeah.
sit down. Like, let us watch good racing.
Like, come on. They're 597 points, and Mercedes in second place with 289.
That's absolutely crazy.
They're 200 points ahead. No, 300 points. 300 points. That's insane, dude. And we're already like more than halfway through the season. So yeah, I think you're right.
Even Checo, dude. Even Checo has a massive lead in the driver standings now.
Oh, he does. 40 points, dude.
Like, it's just let them sit down and give them their first and second trophies.
Just let them do what they did this race for the rest of the season, because they're still getting points.
Start them in the back.
All the way in the back?
All the way in the back. That's what I mean by handicap. Not reverse grid. This is what I mean. If you won 4 races in a row, you're in the back. You're in the back.
Nah, that sounds...
All the other people still stay where like they should, right? But they get bumped up those 2 spots, and them 2 get in the back.
So if you win 4 races by 10 seconds or ahead, you
in
go
the
all
back,
the back.
back of the grid.
I think that's not a bad idea.
Something, because like I
That'd
mean,
be
they're
great.
still gonna come through.
I think that's not that bad of an idea.
Because it's just too much.
Yeah. Come on. Like, the last
I've
8 races, there is nothing to talk about. What is there to talk about?
That's part of the reason why we haven't been shooting episodes. Because what are we gonna go? All right, Verstappen won again. All right, see you next time. Yeah, done.
We're back from last week. Verstappen won again. Okay, see you next week. Verstappen won again. See you next week. You know?
It's ridiculous.
It's too good.
So we'll see.
I mean, Hamilton did the same thing, and it was boring.
It was boring.
And we only had San Nico
Mm-hmm.
to give us a good season,
Yeah,
and then went back to snooze fest.
it did.
And Nico saw it. Nico saw the writing on the wall that this team is gonna put all their eggs in his basket.
Yeah, and even those races when the era when Hamilton was dominating, the races where he didn't dominate, or there he had some incident or some unreliability, or he something happened qualified that he started not first on pole. Those are really good races. You know what I'm saying? Where he didn't start from first. So
Well, what do you mean? What do you mean by they were good races?
those were good races. Like when he started like eighth.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but what do you mean? Like, give me an example. Like what?
Like one from
Like what made him good?
the
Like from your perspective, I mean.
that other people were racing at the top, like this race. Like
Okay.
for the first, second, third, we're racing at the top. You know.
Oh, okay, I get
Yeah.
it. Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like the
But that's
dominating team. That's what I'm saying. They should get like kicked out or something.
Yeah,
next
that's
season.
that's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I don't know what to do. Like, I mean, it's just not even fun to watch.
No, it's not.
You get the last, and then speaking of the last couple races, Verstappen has no camera time because there's no point in showing his camera.
Yeah, you're right.
There's no you never see him. So it's like
They were just showing the midfield.
yeah, today the midfield would just happen to be in the front.
Yeah, exactly. And it's good to see like a mix of like different teams that are in there and stuff.
Yeah, it was definitely split.
I mean,
up
the
this time.
podium was complete three different teams.
Yeah, the podium was sick, so we could see. I mean, with back to the Sainz and Lando thing, it was cool to see them back.
Carlando.
Yeah, back together.
He's a
What's it called?
smooth
Great
operator.
friendships. It was like a Michael and Dwight moment
Smooth
at the end of the season of Office. You know, they see each other, and they know.
Yeah, so
I was gonna say something about that, but I forgot.
Smooth operator?
It'll come back. No, not smooth operator.
thought we were all gonna break out in song.
Smooth
Operator. You know what's funny? I was telling I forgot who was telling. I think I was telling my girlfriend about this when that song came into like popularity on like memes and stuff. I was
Yeah.
like, do you guys know where this is from?
Yeah.
Do you know who brought this into popularity, into pop culture?
I think he's the one that started it, no?
Yeah, it was him.
Yeah.
I was singing it.
It was him. He started singing it, and then all of a sudden it blew up, and then like it's on like everywhere on TikTok and Instagram
yeah.
and everything. I was like, do you know who brought this into pop culture?
Uh-huh. F1.
The Chile.
Why is he the Chile?
I don't know.
He gave himself that name.
I don't know. He's trying to be spicy.
Freaking science.
Anyways, Suzuka.
Your favorite
Fuck
race.
Suzuka. We're not gonna even talk. We're not even
Yeah.
gonna talk about Suzuka.
David's famous race,
No,
dude.
no. Not
Dude.
gonna talk about Suzuka. Screw Suzuka.
It should be.
It's the worst.
It's
I
like
hate
a
it.
Suzuka. Okay, I'm not trying to bring it up, but you're the one.
All right,
saying
tell
it.
him. Tell him.
I'm not gonna tell them. You tell them.
Nah, I'm not gonna tell him.
Okay.
It's the worst defeat.
All right.
of
Let's
my
see.
life.
Let's talk about David's meltdown. No pun intended. Okay. With Suzuka.
No.
Suzuka is located in Japan. Me and Dave were having a friendly sim racing race. Okay. He gets pole position. I think I get.
No. I dominated. Like I wasn't even touchable that day.
Yeah,
And
hold up.
The
Let
thing
me
is,
get
the thing is, he's the one that's good. I suck. He's the one
No.
that's better.
I'm not that good.
So I was happy because I never get pole.
That's okay. That's what I'm saying. He gets pole comfortably, like really good, and I think I get second, honestly. And then we go off, start racing. He pulls away, looking like Verstappen out there.
But every time that I've won, I have to pull some crazy strategy out the
Yeah,
bag.
some crazy strategy.
On
yeah.
a 2-stopper, I gotta go 1-stop. I gotta do some crazy strategy because, like I said, he's the no life was put more hours into it.
Nah,
And he's better. So I was looking good for once.
he pulls away, and then I had like an incident or a moment, and I ended up to the back of the grid. He's pulling away, so then I'm driving. He's pulling away. I ended up like to the back of the grid, but this guy's too far ahead. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna be able to catch him. You're probably like what, like 30 seconds ahead?
I was
wanna-
pretty far.
Yeah, you were pretty far. I
I
was
did
like,
like a little
dude,
Verstappen like.
this guy got it in the bag, like easy. And I think Suzuka is a really hard track to drive, personally.
See, but Suzuka
I don't
was
know
just
how you
clicking
would-
for me.
Huh?
I liked Suzuka. It was just clicking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I was like, what the heck? Like, this guy
I
is
liked
just
it.
like too good, dude. So then he starts to
I don't know
what's
what
it
Frankie's
called?
doing in the background.
I know, Frankie.
Anyways. Oh,
Okay.
Yeah. We got a note from the producer,
Sheesh.
which I think is just rust.
Yeah, rusty. So then, back to David Verstappen over here. He's driving up ahead, and like I said, I don't know how he was driving so good because Suzuka
Never
I thought
happens.
was really hard track to drive.
Never happens.
Goes down to like I think 10 laps.
I
We
don't
need
know.
like 10 laps left.
And that's the end of the story.
Well, hold up, we need 10 laps left. He gets himself a little moment, a little spin out. Okay, whatever. He gets back. Freaking Frankie. He gets back on the track, starts driving away again. He's still in first because that's how much in the lead he is, okay? That he has a little moment, he still ends up front. Verstappen. He gets up ahead. Another moment. I don't know what's going on now, okay?
My tires had gone.
Tires had a
My
meltdown.
rear tires were red hot.
The grid catches up to him.
No grip.
He starts going off, spinning out like crazy. That's what I'm saying. Catastrophic failure
The worst thing.
from first 30 seconds ahead all the way down to second. Ends up to what did you end up doing? Last, yeah.
I started driving the wrong way because I was so mad.
Exactly. He started driving the
I
wrong
decided
way.
just to drive the wrong way and crash into you.
Yeah. Nuclear meltdown. Never seen before. Just
Yes.
total breakdown. I don't know what was going on.
This is the worst. It was too good to be true.
This
Yeah,
is the stuff
so-
we need to be getting too.
Huh?
This is the like some footage we got to be getting too.
No, that's why.
Yeah.
We need Full Beans Gaming.
So I
It
bought
was
I
crazy.
bought the chair. Frankie did some research for us recently on a foldable sim rigs.
Oh, sim racing
Yeah,
chairs?
because our biggest concern about getting a full like 3 sim racing setup is just space. Because obviously
Yeah.
you got the chair, you have the
Look how
brackets
close.
for
Well,
everything.
I don't want to be this close to him. It's just because we're limited on space.
Yeah.
I want him to be as far away as possible.
Because he knows I play a mental game, and I'll get in his head, dude, and I'll fuck him up, dude. But like we said
don't,
before,
don't start with your FIFA PKs.
exactly, he
Don't
knows.
start with the FIFA
He
PKs.
knows. He knows. So then, yeah, it's like we were talked before that like freaking sim racing is either like you're committed or you're gonna have some crappy little setup, you know.
Yeah.
So they like you were saying,
So I bought the chair that Frankie recommended. And actually, I don't know if it's the exact chair. I think it's the previous model that is the one that I got is the one that I got is called like the GTF, which means they have both configurations.
Yeah.
A GT racing and an F1 like setup. But then the one I think he recommended was just a GT, which is the
Okay.
newer model, which is
so
set to
his
be
doesn't go like to the F1 mode.
no,
Okay.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think that's what I had recommended.
So, because I guess like, and I see kind of why, the one that I have is kind of clunky in terms of like setup, and I didn't realize how much of a pinching hazard this thing was, and like a mean pinch.
Like pinching your fingers and stuff.
Yeah, like just getting your like your fingers and stuff. Maybe other things that happen to be out while you're setting it up.
Pinching has got to be one of the most hated. Like
Pinching is like, it's one of the top like.
Like it's right there with stubbing your toe.
It's up there with stubbing your toe, but I think even pinching is worse. Like pinching, like
'Cause
boils
pinching
my blood
because it
more.
lasts longer sometimes.
I don't
'Cause it
know.
can really
Pinching,
mess with your
pinching
finger, you know?
really. And so, as I was saying, I'm setting up this chair, and as I said, it's a pinching machine.
Pinch hazard.
And I had been pinched a little bit here and there, but I didn't get one that I was like, oh. And for some reason, I decided to do this. I had been busy all day. I hadn't eaten. It was like the afternoon already. It's like
You were hangry.
it's almost dinner time.
You're almost hangry.
I definitely hangry. I think it was like hot. AC wasn't working. It's hot.
Oh yeah, it was. It was
And
hot that week.
I had it. It pinched me and I almost threw this out my window. almost just absolutely chucked it out my window if I could have. It's like I said, it's clunky. And I was so mad.
Damn.
It's like I think like a lot of people can relate. Like if you're building like an IKEA furniture or something, and it's just like it's so hot, you're on your knees, you know. Well, you're used to that, and then and then what's it called?
You're the one that's gonna get our Vegas ticket, so
Hey, what if it comes through?
Hey, I mean,
You better give me a pat on the back.
Don't worry, bro. I'll give you a
better
pat
give
on
me
the
a
back.
drink over there.
I'll buy you. I'll
the
buy you.
pats.
Free round of.
I'll get you mouthwash. Top of the line mouthwash.
Well, that'll be for the Patreon episode. But
That's for our OnlyFans.
oh yeah, the only.
That's for our OnlyFans account.
What were we talking about?
Pinching.
About
Oh yeah, I
Sure.
was saying it was. I'm pretty sure a lot of people can relate. Like if you're building like an IKEA furniture and it's hot and you're trying to get it, and you just can't get it, and not coming together. You're just trying to throw this thing out the door, stomp on it, and everything.
I almost brought it to Frankie's house to throw it through his window.
So did it not work out in the end once it's all set up?
No, it works. It works. It actually works pretty good once set up. But like, it's the fact that they call it foldable is a little.
It's a stretch.
It's a bit of a stretch in terms of how easy it is. Although I did see a video where this guy says the GT only model is easier to fold, but that once you get this one down, like it should be okay. But the thing is, like I've folded it once and I haven't opened it because of how upset I was from trying to figure it out the first time.
We should give us a review back.
Well, do a few like sim races with it, like have it closed and open up.
Yeah, I'm saying
go
like
back and
I set it up and then I used it and it was good. It was
Yeah,
just
but I mean the point of it is that it's
Yeah, the
foldable.
point of it's foldable,
Go away.
so-
So try and like use it, put it away, use it, put it away, and like
Because you're
do a
using
couple
it
cycles.
on a desk, right?
PC. Yeah, I mean, it
But
does.
like a desk and stuff. Because you're okay, gotcha.
Well,
So
I mean,
you're
my
like
s-
desk level, no?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
you
a little
don't use
lower
that-
because my screen comes like I have it come out and it sits on my desk.
Oh,
The screen like
okay.
it's all the way down to my desk, so I'm a little lower.
Mm.
The position I have it in is like because it has all. It's not just one. It's not just two positions. Like there's a lot of flexibility to it. So
Yeah.
I have it set up to where it's like a weird in between the GT and F1.
It's kind of like that's what kind of hurts it, but kind of makes it good too. That
Yeah.
it's too
Yes.
flexible,
Yeah.
you know, or too adjustable.
Yeah,
So
but yeah, I mean I liked it. Where I just I
the initial
barely
setup.
I literally think
I just can't
my
forget
finger
about the pinching.
my finger literally I think just healed. Look, you can still see a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Like it's almost 100%. But like this was weeks ago. That shit hurts so bad.
Yeah, I remember one time I pinched myself, and I'll never forget this as a kid. And you know those cars that had like the seatbelt that like it went like by itself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I don't know
That
why.
was cool. I don't know why they stopped doing that.
Well, I don't know why my ass like would try to like stop it, you know? Like try I would try to see like how strong I would stop it from like going
Nah,
up.
you deserve that pinch. 100% you
And I
deserve that
remember
fucking
it
pinch.
fucking caught me one time and it freaking pinched me, dude. And it was so bad. It turned like yellow and stuff. And I'll never forget that pinch because honestly, that must have been my first pinch ever. But
First conscious pinch. I was
first
conscious. That was the
pinch,
first.
dude.
It's the first one.
being fully aware, and then I got pinched.
Yeah, and that thing freaking hurt, dude. And I'll never.
Did you try that again?
Nah, I never tried it again.
Yeah.
I remember it was because I was over there with my madrina, and it was like their car and stuff. You were only there for a few days, so then after that, I never saw a car. What kind of car had that thing?
My
was
dad had
like-
an Acura.
I think it
was
was
older
like
Hondas.
My dad had an Acura
Or-
that it did that on.
I don't know, was it Toyotas? I think it was like old Toyotas.
I mean, Japanese cars, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know for sure it was an Acura that my dad had it on.
Why was that such a thing?
That
like,
was so bad.
Because
You just sit down and it buckled you up.
what do you mean, son? This is a lap one.
Look, it have to work. It's the same amount of work. It's the exact same amount of work.
I thought it was stupid, but I thought I tried to hold it back. Bad idea.
That's what you get, idiot. So, what have we learned on today's episode? Do not hold those
Don't stop the seatbelt.
The
automatic
seatbelt
seatbelts
retractor.
that are not there, that are not used anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I was like 6, so. And then be careful with that chair that David bought.
Yeah.
You have to
That
get
Frankie
the one
recommended.
get the one I actually recommended, which was the better one.
It's just the.
But see, I want the one that has the Formula one.
Yeah, and
Because that one I
that's
connect
the one
to
I
the
was
TV.
The, I mean, the issue, like, I want to have it in the formula position, but it's just the way I have it set up. I would not be able to see my screen.
Yeah.
Well, you're meant to like attach a screen to it.
Where you can, it doesn't.
No, it's not. Is it meant to have its screen on?
There's
I
an
think it's better.
attachment. There's an attachment for that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But it's not.
why.
It doesn't come stock as an option.
Well, I think the one I had recommended did have that option.
I don't think so, Frankie.
No.
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
I honestly think, why can't they just make a regular chair? Like, say the chair we're sitting on right here, and we just push a button and some shit, and then this starts going down, like starts going down like this, and then
Like that.
you just end up
That was good. That was good.
like I don't see why that's so hard. Like they
They have them.
Yeah, they do have it, but
no,
you have, like,
who has those?
It just cost $10,000.
Do you have 10 grand to drop?
It probably does cost.
It costs $10,000 and takes the space of a fucking room, of an entire room.
No, but I'm saying, if it's this small, like, why would I have to take up that
Okay,
much space?
nanotechnology.
I don't know.
Pin particles.
I think since sim racing is starting to become more affordable now, I feel like that's not a bad idea.
We already went over this. That's
So-
too expensive.
What's too expensive?
Your idea.
I don't think so, dude. I think someone
Okay,
can.
develop a prototype and then we'll get into it.
All right, I'll develop. You know what I'm gonna? You know when I'm gonna develop that? And we need a project to work on. That's gonna be my project. That's a perfect project right there. Steve
Well,
is gonna go for that project.
well,
Okay.
we did do a sim chair in IDE.
Who did?
What? I forgot the guy's name. I think Singh was in there.
Bro, you're talking about when we weren't there.
Yeah, but
were
like,
you? Or-
I wasn't there when it happened, but I was there like literally right after. Like, they created a whole like sim setup that was like motion
For racing or
yeah, racing sim setup that had like full like motion capability. So like when you're racing and there's like a
Yeah.
big jump.
Yeah.
it
No,
has-
but
it
I'm
has it.
talking about just the chair getting into those positions. You know what I'm saying? Like regular, you just have a regular chair, and then it just starts getting into that formula
Or
seat.
we could just have a full setup
Uh-huh.
that doesn't need any sort of adjustment. And we just shoot it with a little laser that makes the small pin particles.
Yeah, but
And
I
then
think
and then you just put it on a shelf.
see,
When
but
you don't
that-
want it.
Yeah,
And then you bring it out, you just shoot it again. It gets regular size. You're good
Yeah.
to go.
That'd probably be a bit better.
yeah, that would be a good idea. That's like the classic little dinosaurs with the sponge. The big
Yeah, the towels that come this big, dehydrated towels, and you put it in
Yeah.
water and they get all big.
Yeah, but see, the problem with that is that we're not very good at physics, and that pretty sure that takes a lot of physics on that.
I don't know what Frankie's doing.
I don't know. That looks like a flight setup, no?
It says Boeing on it.
Oh, it does. I didn't read that.
Ugh, gross, Boeing. Gross.
Racing.
Yeah.
No.
Anyways, I think
Oh.
we're getting a little too off topic here.
Yeah. I think that sums up this week.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get another week like this one, or even better.
I hate
Yeah.
Suzuka.
I'll bleep it over.
Cut that. I don't know. It's Japanese. I don't know if we're allowed to say that anymore.
Yeah, it's too soon.
Anyways,
But yeah, thank you for watching. If you are,
sorry that we've been gone so long.
I know you guys have been asking for a lot.
Yeah, people have been bugging us.
They have, and
Isn't that right, Frankie?
Yeah, everyone just keeps asking me when's the next episode. Like, when are we gonna see you guys?
and
It's
that
'cause
is
the thing is,
that-
we want to create the want, the need,
the demand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The demand. You know.
It
the
was
need for speed.
There you go.
the need for the beans.
I think that's like Jeremy Clarkson always says, good bombshell to end this on.
Yeah.
Full Beans signing out.
See you.